Hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today I have got another mecha to give you guys a demonstration of how you can basically use this mecha at his full advantage. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. And today's mecha is called Snow Mirage. Okay, and Snow Mirage is basically a sniper type of mecha which has been recently added to the game. And truth to be told, when it comes to its sniping capability, the sniping capability of this mecha is actually better than Gabriel's. Okay, now, why is that? I'll be talking about that in the training ground. Okay. Now, when it comes to its ability, obviously not much is shown here in terms of damage. I'll talk about the damage in the training ground. So, in the dual pistol mode, there is 24 clip capacity, uh, attack frequency of 2 shots per second, and reloading time of 2 seconds. Now, in the sniper mode, there is 5 clip and reloading time 2.8 seconds. Now, this reloading time can further decrease if you were to give this mecha 32% of total reloading rate reduction. Okay, for example, you can do that if you were to go to this place here, and as you can see here, I have given this mecha this following thing, and all of them has reload rate. Okay, so it is an indication of reload rate of 12% can be gained from here. Another 12% can be gained from Cyrus. Okay, so where is Cyrus? Another 20% can be gained from Cyrus mecha skill. See, 20%. So you are gonna be able to get about 32% of total uh less reloading time. And about other things is this secondary attack. Now in dual pistol mode, there is sensor grenade, and it has a cooldown of 14 seconds. And when you use this sniper rifle, then only this aim mode is gonna be available, and it basically gives you more precise shot. Okay, this is tactical jump. Sorry, this is jump, and this jump is like fuel consumption has about 25 fuel per second, and it can basically go up high. And this is called tactical camouflage. It basically makes this make a move of front, back, left, right. Okay, at a very fast rate, but also at the same time, this mecha actually becomes invisible for a short period of time. Okay, now what about this weapon? This weapon change is basically where you switch between dual pistol and sniper mode. Okay, that's basically it. Now let's go to the training ground to actually further talk about how this mecha works. Okay, the first thing you have to understand that whenever a new mecha is available, their core skill their module and core skill doesn't work properly. For example, let's talk about this attack module. This one is called light trigger and this one is called high charge ammo. So as you can see here in light trigger, the firing rate of this dual pistol increases, which I have tried is true. You can actually use this, but when it comes to high charge ammo, I tried to use this, it doesn't work. Okay, now when it comes to defense module, there is this grenade sensor, and how this works is when you are in a dual pistol mode. As you can see here, this is the dual pistol mode. If you give this grenade on the ground, whenever this grenade senses any enemies nearby, it will explode. Okay, for example, let's say I try to shoot it there and it explode. Okay, so obviously if you want to increase the range of this thing, then using amplified sensor is a good thing. Another thing about this grenade is if by directly making it land on the enemy, it will also explode. Okay, now what about this augmented camouflage? This augmented camouflage is basically makes this mecha stay a camouflage mode for a longer period of time. Okay, so that is basically how this camouflage works. Obviously, when you shoot, the camouflage will go away. So which one is useful? Obviously, from my point of perspective, I would rather use this one because this camouflage mode is actually not that much camouflage at all. People can immediately see you the moment you shoot. Obviously, from that point of perspective, this is not a very good option for me. But whether it is going to be a good option for you guys or not, that is up to you. Now there is this hollow design and there is this optimized jet. Okay, this one basically makes this mecha go up higher, faster, and this one is basically moving from up, front, back, left, right a lot faster in this tactical skill. But here's the thing: this hollow design doesn't work. Okay, how do I know this thing doesn't work? So first of all, let's go to this place. Okay, and I have gonna put a mark here, which is 50. Let's say 53 meters. So let's see what happens once I am directly below here and go up. Let's see. Okay, so from the top side, obviously I was getting a total of 12-meter distance. Okay, 12-meter. Now what happens when I use this? When I use optimize it, it is still gonna be 12-meter. Okay, it is 7-meter. So the difference is not that much difference. Like 5 meters difference is not a good difference. Now, why is that? That is because if I were to use any skill of efficiently as possible, I would rather use something that is actually good. This hollow design is not good, which is why I'm gonna be using this optimized jet, because this optimized jet is actually better. For example, let's say I am gonna dash from this place and see how far I can go. Okay, so I have covered a distance of 61 meters. Now without this, I would able to go even lower distance. Okay, let me reclaim the position. Okay. Okay, as you can see here, the total amount of distance covered is lower now. So what it basically means that this optimized jet is actually a good one. So I'd rather use that because the main thing about this game is if your dodging is as fast as your shooting capabilities, then obviously it is a very good surviving rate. Now what about the core skill? Now when it comes to the core skill, this first one, stress program, basically lowers the tactical skill cooldown, and this one basically increases the damage output of the sniper rifle. Now if you were to ask me how good is this one, I already tried this one. This one is not that much good. Okay, but when it comes to the shadow piercer, this one is actually good because you are actually getting 20% more damage output. So let me give you an example what is happening. So as you can see here, there is no yellow line here, but once I use a dash, okay, tactical, now you can probably see, oh sorry, I didn't activate this one. Sorry, stupid me. Okay, let's again activate this. Now as you can see here, there is this yellow line. This yellow line is gonna stay as long as you have this code boot. So what it basically does is this basically makes the overall sniping damage a lot higher. Okay, again I'm gonna use this tactical skill and then shoot. Okay, so as you probably saw that you can basically use this tactical skill even in the sniper mode. Okay, but in order for you to actually dodge, that is a different mechanism. You have to either move forward and dodge, move backward and dodge, move left and dodge, sorry, right and dodge, and move right, left and dodge. Okay, for example, let's say I'm gonna dodge while moving to the left. So I have to press the left button first and then dodge. Okay, otherwise this mecha just stays there. So in case if you're wondering, okay, can this mecha move while it is dodging? Yes. So as you saw that I was able to move a little bit rounder to the left side because this mecha can actually move from left to right if you have good mouse control. Okay, so if you have good mouse control, then you will be able to move from one place to another, just to hide from one place to another against other mechas. Okay, that's the whole thing. So if you were to ask me, then what is my favorite models? Okay, because this model works, I would use this model and not this. I would rather use this model here because the sensor actually doesn't, sorry, this stealth mode is actually not that good. Okay, now if you were to ask me about this climbing capability, obviously this climbing capability is not that good as much as this optimized jet. So obviously from that point of perspective, I would use optimized jet, and obviously this shadow piercer. These are the models which I will use. Now another thing is, let's talk about how I would actually use this mecha. So whenever, let's say I am shooting another sniper mecha, such as those Gabriel over there, or let's say those, that, what is that, Raven. Okay, so if I were to see that those mecha were nearby, then obviously in a fight against short range damage in sniper versus sniper, obviously this snow Mirage is gonna be able to destroy what should I call it, Gabriel, a lot more easier. Okay, now do remember that this mecha is not a short range mecha, this is a long range damage dealer type of mecha. So obviously in a short range this mecha is not going to be that much useful. Okay, but another thing that you have to understand that when you basically use this mecha, sniping capability is actually better than Gabriel. So the problem with Gabriel is it must need to be charged at 100% to use its attack on other mechas to do about 900 damage. Okay, whereas this mecha can shoot other mechas and do 800 damage per shot. Okay, for example, you can see it is doing up to 806 damage. Okay, so that is a lot actually. Now there is a bug related issue. For example, this is a bolt action sniper rifle. So if you see that this is not working, just re-enter the training ground to actually make it work again. So, this is the bug that the developer need to fix, otherwise it's gonna be a little bit problematic. Okay. Okay, again. So this mecha, as I said, has the bolt action sniper rifle type of damage dealing. So from that point of perspective, the thing is, once you shoot, it basically reloads in this manner, and once it reloads, is basically in a non-sniper mode. Okay, so what is the benefit of this? So whenever Gabriel uses its sniper mode, it is basically fixed on a location, and it doesn't actually basically move unless the players themselves need to remove the sniper. Okay, which is a little bit problematic. Why? Let me explain. So in this mode, okay, once you shoot, it reloads, and if you see any other mechas nearby, you can basically shoot them back. Okay, so that's one of the benefits. Another benefit is that this mecha's overall damage output is 800, but this mecha can do 800 damage output without reloading, whereas for Gabriel must need to recharge in order to do about 900 damage. That's the whole problem with Gabriel. Okay, another thing about this mecha is this mecha doesn't need to do 100% sniping. For example, let me show it to you. This white dot you see here, this is the thing that you must need to consider. Or if you are a gamer like me, like I have a gaming monitor where there is a individual gaming cursor which I crosshair, okay, crosshair, which I basically use to see the enemy better. So what I do is, let's say I aim at this enemy first time and they shoot. Once I do that, if I see any enemies nearby, I just use this sniping mode as a means of hitting the sniper rifle at 100% accuracy. Okay, other than that, there is actually no need for you to 100% zoom in like this to actually shoot the enemies. What it basically means that unlike Gabriel, okay, you must need to use this mode in order to shoot the enemy with high explosive laser beam. For this mecha, you just need to activate the sniper mode just to shoot them 100%ly, and you do not need to zoom in 100% to actually shoot them. As you can probably see that without zooming in 100%, I can actually still shoot them better. So that's another technique that I have been using on this training ground to see how to efficiently use this Mecha's ability. Okay. Now let's say a certain enemy is trying to attack you. So what you basically do is you immediately dodge. Okay, and once you immediately dodge, obviously if there were to be some hilly area, then obviously you would get protected from this place. Okay, a good example would be like this here. Okay, so let's see, you try to shoot this raven over there, and the enemy saw you, and the enemy saw you. You immediately dash into this place to hide. Okay. So that is the thing about this mecha, that this mecha can actually use its dodging capability a lot efficiently than the dodging capability of Raven or Gabriel. Like when it comes to Raven and Gabriel, you can basically tell where they are gonna be going. But for this mecha, obviously you can also tell where this mecha is gonna be going, but at least it is gonna be unpredictable because this mecha can actually move freely left to right. That's the whole thing. For example, let's say there is other mechas on the top place. Okay, so immediately after dodging, obviously many players are gonna be thinking maybe I'm gonna go forward straight, right? No, I basically use my dodging capability to go from this upper roof from there to actually here within a very short period of time. So that is another thing of this mecha, that you can basically dodge from one place to another very easily, so that you can basically able to hide yourself a lot easier when you use this mecha. Okay, so that is overall the total conclusion of this mecha. Okay, sorry, another thing that I must need to tell you. So when it basically comes to Gabriel while jumping on a trampoline, it is very hard for Gabriel to actually shoot. Okay, so the question remains is, okay, then what can you do? For some reason it seems like my mecha is a little bit slower. Why is it slower? Okay, I do not know why this is slower. Like, it is a lot slower. I guess another bug. Anyway, so another thing about this mecha is, let's say when this mecha jump on a trampoline, this mecha can re-aim and able to shoot other mechas, for example. Okay, so that is the thing which I was talking about. Like, after jumping from the trampoline, I can aim and shoot. That is actually a very hard topic when it comes to Gabriel, because I did try to use Gabriel to jump and shoot from that place. It is almost not possible to do so easily. So overall, this is my overall conclusion on how to use this mecha as efficiently as possible. And if you think that the amount of description that I have given about this mecha is accurate, then please give a like and subscribe, and click the bell notification icon, so that this video if this video gets a lot of like, then obviously I'll be keep on making guides relating to which type of mecha to use in this game. Okay, so goodbye and stay safe, and if you find this video useful, then share it to others as well. Okay.